Hey folks, Tech Tucker here, and in today's video we are going to go through the best Xbox 360 games to play on the Series X, or Series S if you happen to buy them digitally. So the reason I'm going to go over these is there are some Xbox 360 games. I'm a big collector of the console, as a lot of my viewers will know, and yeah, I think it'll be really good to say what games are better played on the Series X. Ultimately, by default, most of them are, to be fair, but I'm going to give specific recommendations for games that will just be a lot better for specific reasons. So without further ado, let's go. First game on the list today is Blue Dragon. So you may be wondering, why Blue Dragon? Well, this is a really good JRPG on the Xbox 360 that a lot of people have slept on. One big thing about this game though is it's got a lot of discs. I think it's got 4 or 3. Yeah, it's got quite a few discs. So pretty much on the Series X, so the best way to play this is the fact that you install it or buy it digitally, and then you don't have to go about swapping the discs, because even if you install a physical copy, as long as one disc is inserted, it installs the full game. So you can just play it seamlessly in 4K nonetheless, with better load times as you can do for all the Series X games. But not only that, this is a really good JRPG where, again, a lot of people did sleep on it, but it's something that is quite unique. It's relatively simple in terms of gameplay and such, but in that sense, you know, it's easy to get into. It's got a very good storyline. The characters are pretty good in this game as well. All designed by Akira Toriyama in addition to that, so if you like Dragon Ball and that art style, or even Dragon Quest, this game visually is going to appeal to you as well. Not only that, it's got a killer soundtrack, one of the best boss theme songs of all time. I've been watching my brother play it recently, and yeah, it just runs like a dream on that platform. Easy to play, easy to pick up, and that is the best way to play this game. The second game I'm going to talk about today is Mirror's Edge. So this game as well, it's basically a remaster when you play it on the Series X. Again, higher frame rate, I believe it's up to 60 frames per second. I can't quite remember if it supports up to 120, I don't think so. But yeah, with this game, yes, you can play it in 4K as well. It runs a lot smoother, it looks better. This game was actually optimized for the Xbox Series consoles. So it's one of those where you can play it and get the most out of it. It's rather than longer load times as you do for the regular games. A lot of people have played this game, but if you haven't, it is a first-person action platformer type game where you're doing parkour, free running, those types of things. And the level designs are very creative, they're very fun, and just jumping around and climbing everywhere in this game is an absolute joy, and I cannot recommend it enough. But that's what I'm saying, is like, this is the best way to play Mirror's Edge, because even on PC and that, a lot of the optimizations were not transferred over. So this is the best way to play Mirror's Edge, and you won't have that on PlayStation either, as it used to be on PlayStation, the subscription service, but it was only playable via cloud, so of course it was a hampered version of the game. This way you're getting the best gameplay experience, it looks better, it runs better, it's got all the bells and whistles. There is no reason not to play it on the Series X and Series S consoles. Okay, the third game here, it's kind of apparent I'm a fan of this series. It is Sonic Unleashed. The reason I put Sonic Unleashed over other games is, although the other games are still perfectly playable on the 360 and that, as is this game to be fair, but it did have performance issues, and it was one of those games that was ahead of its time in terms of its scope, the graphics and everything. It was a good looking game then, but it did not run as optimally as it could. So if you're playing another version of this game, then you're going to have a worse gameplay experience. Playing this on the newer range of Xbox consoles, that gives you, enhanced visuals, enhanced frame rate, so 4K, 60 FPS, and all the performance issues that used to occur in this game are no more. This runs like a dream on Xbox. So I highly recommend this as well, for the fact Sonic Unleashed, the daytime levels was the birth of the boost formula for the Sonic games. And yeah, it's a formula that has been pretty popular. I've enjoyed it, although I think it's gotten a little stale in recent times. But with the rejuvenation in Sonic Frontiers, it's still run its course, I think, or at least in terms of the level design in that game. It wasn't the greatest, but it was fun, pick up and play, snappy and fast. In this, you've got longer haul levels designed really well. There is a lot of different paths you can take, and as I say, no performance hiccups or anything like that. It runs perfectly. I've not, it's so smooth. I just forget that there ever was performance issues in this game. So yeah, highly recommend Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox Series consoles. Although if you don't like the Werehog levels, I don't blame you, because I don't either. Okay, so this one is a bit more of an obvious one. It's going to be a few games recommended. The Call of Duty series. I've picked out 5 of the main games that I always recommend people play if they're going to pick up COD. I'd say the best two out of this pile, I would say the original Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. Because the thing is with these, like, although they're playable on PC, they rarely ever get price drops on, say, Steam, and if they do, they're still quite expensive. But with these, games, you can find them pretty cheap. Everyone wants rid of them. Sure enough, as of late, they have went up a bit because of the main reason they're in this list. The online servers have been fixed, so it's not filled with hackers, and that you can actually play the multiplayer. It's pretty nice actually. But with this as well, unlike PC and such, you can still do like split screen locally on an Xbox Series console. So if you got a second controller, install the game, boom, it's like the 360 days, except it runs better, it looks better, the usuals. But that's what I'm saying, it's like these online servers for these games have been fixed, so now they do run a lot better. And as you can find them in charity shops, card boot sales. Everyone had Call of Duty games on the 360 at one point or another. But yeah, that's what the main thing, because Black Ops 2 is one of the best ones for multiplayer. Original Black Ops, great zombies. Modern Warfare 2, great multiplayer, and it's got Spec Ops as well, which is a great time to do locally or online. Kind of Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 rather, that's got great online. And also World at War again, that's got cracking zombies. So yeah, there's a range of games for, to meet different needs, but there's a range of options here. So if you're interested in zombies multiplayer, again, any one of these games will probably do you pretty well. Cool, that was some recommendations for games to play on the Xbox Series consoles. As I say, these games are some of the best examples of games to pick out and play specifically on your Series X if you want to play something just to enhance the experience and make it easier and more accessible. Because most of these games usually just plug them in, install, and yeah, it's pretty much just the bog standard game. But these games are better played on these consoles for reasons that you don't need to be changing discs, better performance, and it mitigates issues the original releases had. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And of course, there are other Xbox 360 videos, so please check out the playlist if you're interested in that. Or if you're interested in general game collecting and all that, and game hunting, I've got that covered as well. But yeah, as I say, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below if there's any games you would recommend to play on the Series X for any specific reason, and maybe I'll take a look at them in the future. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.